is a public service announcement. To solve this problem, you should be using your notes on page 7. Classifying numbers. Here you can read about the differences between rational, integers, and whole numbers. You should also be using your throw-up sheet in the bottom right-hand corner of the measurement side. We have a diagram with examples. Okay, number 5 says, what would be the correct placement for -6, and it has -6.0, same value, on the diagram below? Only type the first letter of your answer. So if you say it's rational, you'll just type a capital R. If you say it's just an integer, you'll type a capital I. And if you say it belongs in whole numbers, then you'll type a capital W. Okay, not a WN, just a W. All right, quick review. Whole numbers are your counting numbers, your natural numbers going from 0, 1, 2, 3, okay, and so on and so on. Okay, they're all positive, and if you just start counting at 0, 1, 2, 3, and keep going, those are all your whole numbers. Okay, when you go back to the left on the number line, okay, that's when we hit integers. Integers are your whole numbers, okay, and the ones that fall in this bubble specifically, the negative counting numbers. So -1, -2, -3, okay? Whole numbers are also integers, but the numbers that fall in these circles, numbers that fall under whole numbers are positive counting numbers. Numbers that fall in the circle of integers are negative counting numbers. And numbers that fall under rational are positive or negative, but they're things like decimals, they're things like fractions, okay, and percents. You'll really only see fractions, decimals, negatives, and whole numbers. So you need to think about where this -6 would go. It does have a decimal, but does this change its value? Okay. Another thing to think about is if I give you something like 15/3. Yes, this is a fraction, but if I put it in its simplest form, the value of 15/3 is simply 5. Okay, 15 divided by 3 is 5. So this makes it a whole number. So think about that with this -6. Does that decimal truly make it rational, or does it not change the value and it belongs with your negatives? You decide. Go use your notes to read about integers and rational numbers and decide.